circle, put the hands on the floor, pick a side, trap the wrist, move my hip out as I sit up to my elbow, make that strong lock, feet on the floor. I'm gonna drive his head into the mat as I move my hip out. And then cover the back. The more I get my hip out, the more leverage I'm gonna have here. I don't have to use my arms as much as my whole body. Again, you can lock that if you want. But the really important thing is keeping this upper arm tight to my body. Again, I don't want all that movement where I move his whole arm. I just want to clamp and rotate. Nice L shape here. If he does straighten it, that's fine too. Straight arm lock. A lot of times when you get here, the guy bends it, and I'll take it bent. If he straightens it, I'll take it straight. So I got both options here. Circle, move the hip out, lock my Kimura. Again, driving the head into the mat as I move my hip out. Boom. Cover the hip line there. Cover that belt line. Kimura 1, straight arm bar 2. Now, if he's a real strong guy, we'll be able to rotate his thumb and pinky and roll it. And if he does, that's okay too. I'll let it cross. Now, a few options from here. When I do let it cross is I can just sit up to my elbow on this side, control the lat, and I can start to set up my sweeps, or drop the leg into the middle, climb to the back. And also when I get here, I can just go foot on the hip, and then I'll climb up for my corkscrew arm lock, which I really like. Here, I can sit up to my elbow and start my cross-up series where I start to take the back, and a lot of times the guy will try to flatten me out. When he does, I move my hip under, I kick the armpit, and I'll take the sweep. If he does let me hip out, I'll drop this foot to the center, and I'll climb up to the back. And then sometimes when I'm here, I'll feel this arm kind of pushing back into me. He's trying to clear space, right? I'll go foot on the hip, come over and hook the arm, bring that shin behind the head where the foot kind of fits nicely behind the head, and I go all the way to my side here. I always want to try to finish here, but if he does defend by grabbing inside of his leg, I can reach over the first leg, grab the second, pull it over my head, and I can finish the arm lock. That's fine. He rotates all the way through. Strong guy. That's fine. I can go right into my corkscrew here if I want. If his head was up and I'm already hooked on the right side, I can also scoop the face and just peel him back. Right? Come back, please. But a lot of guys that anticipate this arm bar, he'll tuck his head so I can't step over. That's when I'll go foot behind the head. Now I switch arms onto the arm on shoulder I'm rolling onto. I'll hook it and I'll rotate all the way through. If he tries to somersault out, I'm covering the head and ready to follow. So again, circle, boom. Going for the Kimura. Move the hip out, cover, straighten, cross it through. I want to go for my corkscrew. If the head's up again, I'll keep the left arm hooked. That's the shoulder I'm going to roll on. I anticipate his head being down almost always. Rotate and switch hands. I'm looking for corkscrew. Try to finish here. I have the finish here. If he defends inside the knee, I can pull him over the top. If I start to lose it, I'll try to control the hip. Let this foot sink to the center. I'm up and over to the back. Another technique I like here, it's very similar to all these, is when I start to lose that straight arm bar again, right? I'm here, he straightens it. Some strong guys, as they curl their, twist their hand again, go ahead, rotate this through. As they start to pull this across, he's able to pull me to the side. I can also just jump to arm lock on this side and try to finish from here. I want the straight, but if I'm gonna lose it, I gotta know what my options are. If it goes by me, that's fine, but if it carries me to this angle where it's easy to step over, I'll take it. If it goes by me, I don't have that same angle, so I'm gonna look to take the back, sweep, or get back into my corkscrew. Finish it from here. I have my options if he defends. If I can finish here, I'm always gonna finish here. I wanna be on my side because it's a quick finish. If he does somersault out, I wanna anticipate his next moves. He grabs inside. I have the option of pulling the leg over and making him rotate. If I start to lose this, I wanna grab some fabric here on the hip so I know where his hip is. Let this foot slide to the center, post. You can climb, sometimes you can pull. Right into that.